Singapore has carved a space on the fashion map as the 8th global fashion capital, but more than that, it's a retail haven that is drawing not only avid shoppers, but also the big labels. In other words, it's a fabulous place to shop, as Michael Kors puts it. American designer Michael Kors opened his first boutique here at new luxury mall Scott Square, about a week ahead of the shopping mall's official opening on November 8th. Michael's after-event party at Reflections at Keppel Bay was attended by Singapore's celebs and glitterati, including TV presenter Ollie Pettigrew and his wife Linda Black, supermodel Sheila Sim, and actress La Mei Yi. Also known for his high-profile turn as a brutally honest judge on reality TV series Project Runway, Michael Kors tells RazorTV why Singapore is fabulous as a shopping haven.
Well, I always think the most interesting cities are about a mix of cultures. And it's always interesting when it's a small place with a lot of people from different places. It's like Manhattan. And Singapore is that mix. It's a fabulous shopping place, not just for people here in Singapore, but for everyone around the region. So, in a strange way, like Las Vegas is for us in the States, you get people from all around the world, all walks of life. So I think the city will continue to grow, in fashion importance.
No doubt, the shopping dollar is strong here. For instance, in the first month of this year's Great Singapore Sale, consumers' year-on-year spending increased by 49% to about $830 million, according to a MasterCard study. Brought in by Southeast Asian luxury retailer Valiram Group, Michael Kors' presence here shows a growing demand for glam luxe fashion goods here. Singapore's national pastime has attracted both high fashion and high street labels. For Michael Kors, the aggressive expansion into Asia is, well, a matter of course. The brand now has stores in Asian cities including Korea, Hong Kong, Japan and Malaysia. In fact, Michael is ready to open 50 stores in China over the next 3 years. So the 52-year-old has been kept busy with back-to-back store openings this year, celebrating his label's 30th anniversary, as well as his recent marriage to longtime partner Lance Lapierre in August.
2011, very busy for you. You've been expanding really aggressively in Asia and you're eyeing Greater China. What kind of opportunities are you seeing there?
I love people who understand quality and who love fashion. And we have Asian customers who come into our shops in Europe and in the States, and they keep saying, when are you opening in my city? When are you opening? Well, I always tell everyone, be patient. We have to find the right location. But I think that you also have very sophisticated young people in Asia. At 20, you have people with very sophisticated taste, which is fun for a designer.
Are there any Asian designers that you like?
Well, I have to say, now in the States we have so many Asian American designers. Derek Lam, who worked for me, Alexander Wang, and then I've always been a big fan of the Japanese designers. I love Junya Watanabe, and I think Yohji Yamamoto is in a class to himself. And it's interesting to see also just cities like Singapore develop their own fashion scene, which is happening, I think, in all the warm weather cities around the world. It's happening in Brazil. It's happening here. Hopefully we'll see more Singapore designers, show in New York, show in Paris.
Speaking about warm weather, now that you're expanding into Asia and into Singapore as well, has it influenced your designs, the way you make your clothes, the kind of designs you come up with?
Well, it's interesting. For my customers, wherever they live in the world, they travel so much. So people really want clothes that they can wear in different climates. So we really try to make sure that a lot of the clothes can be worn in any weather. Maybe sometimes it'll be fake fur or real fur, but as trim, because everyone wants to have the glamour. You just have the reality of tropical weather.
I noticed that in your Singapore store, the store that just opened, you have more accessories and handbags than their apparel or clothes. Why is that so?
Well, the funny thing is, the store that we have here is one of our lifestyle stores, where the majority of the product is accessories. I think that, when we talk about the weather, for instance, in a city like Singapore, where it's never cold, it's always warm. So, I think most of the time people dress fairly simply and pretty casual. So fabulous shoes or accessories, really, they have no season.
Next, Michael tells us he's ready to take on the China market and that he's unfazed by the flourishing industry of designer counterfeit goods there.